RICO I'm about to drop. Anybody know Kim and cool with Kim? They need to tell her now. The rain is coming. The feds is coming.
This is crazy. UK authorities found $8.4 million worth of cocaine in a shipment of Kim Kardashian's SKIMS products. It's being said that the truck arrived on a ferry from the Netherlands carrying 28 pallets of legitimate SKIMS products.
I believe the Kardashians have actually made their fortune based off of money laundering, and I'm about to tell you why. Kim Kardashian was actually caught by the FBI, questioned, but never taken into custody.
Kim Kardashian may have just found herself in the middle of one of the wildest scandals of her career, and this time, fans believe the Kardashian machine might not be able to control the narrative. Ray J is making explosive claims, SKIMS is being dragged into a shocking shipment controversy, and the internet is now asking one terrifying question. Are the feds really circling Kim and Kris? Part 1. Kim Kardashian has survived almost every scandal imaginable. Leaked tapes, public divorces, business backlash, Photoshop accusations, family drama, legal headlines, internet outrage. But now, darker. Because according to shocking online claims and viral commentary spreading across social media, Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are allegedly being pulled into a much bigger conversation. One involving FBI rumors, possible RICO speculation, SKIMS controversy, and Ray J making one of the most explosive claims of his entire career. Now, let's be very clear from the beginning. None of these viral allegations prove Kim Kardashian or Kris Jenner committed any crime. A lot of what is circulating online right now is based on claims, speculation, commentary, and internet theories. But the reason this story is blowing up is because fans are convinced that too many strange details are happening at the same time. And when Ray J started speaking publicly about a so-called federal RICO situation involving Kim and Kris, the internet immediately lost it. Ray J claimed that the feds are coming. He claimed that what is allegedly happening behind the scenes could be worse than Diddy. And whether other people believe him or not, that one statement was enough to send social media into full meltdown mode. Because Ray J is not just some random person commenting from the outside. He is directly tied to the origin story of Kim Kardashian's fame. He was part of the tape scandal that changed pop culture forever. He has spent years claiming that the public never got the full truth about what happened. And now he is suggesting that Kim and Kris could allegedly facing something much bigger than a celebrity feud. That alone was enough to raise eyebrows. But then came shipment controversy. According to the transcript, UK authorities reportedly found millions of dollars worth of illegal substances hidden inside a shipment connected to SKIMS product. The shipment allegedly arrived from the Netherlands, carrying multiple pallets of legitimate SKIMS items. Now again, this does not prove Kim knew anything. This does not prove SKIMS as a company was involved. Shipments can be misused, drivers can act independently, and brands can be victims of smuggling schemes without knowing anything about it. But the timing is what made people suspicious. Because just as Ray J was making bold claims about federal attention, the SKIMS name suddenly appeared in a serious legal-style headline. And that is when fans started connecting dots. Some people online immediately said, wait, didn't Ray J just warn everyone that something was coming? Others started asking whether this was just a random shipment incident or part of something bigger. And that is exactly how these celebrity scandals go viral. It starts one headline, then one old clip resurfaces, then one person makes a shocking claim, then fans dig into the past, and suddenly the internet builds an entire theory. Now, the most dramatic part of this whole situation is the RICO speculation. For people who do not know, RICO is often associated with organized criminal activity. So when someone's around the word RICO, especially around a celebrity family as famous as the Kardashians, the internet pays attention fast. Ray J reportedly claimed he was about to drop a federal RICO on Kim and Kris. He also claimed the situation would be crazy. And whether he was speaking literally, emotionally, or just trying to expose his side of the story, fans took it seriously. Because to them, this this was not just Ray J ranting. This was Ray J saying, "The rain is coming." That phrase alone became chilling to viewers. And the reason fans believed the situation could be serious is because Kim has had previous legal and financial controversies attached to her name. Not criminal convictions in these claims, but settlements, investigations, lawsuits, and public accusations that have built a messy public image around money, power, influence, and control. And once people see a pattern, they start asking questions. That is where Kardashian machine conversation comes in. For years, critics have accused the Kardashian family of controlling headlines, burying scandals, and turning every controversy into profit. Fans have watched the family survive moments that would have ended other celebrities' careers. Every time people thought the empire was finished, the Kardashians came back bigger. But this scandal feels different to some viewers, because this time, the controversy is not just about cheating rumors, family drama, or a messy breakup. This time, the words being thrown around are FBI, RICO, federal case, shipment, money, taxes, and criminal network. And even though none of that proves wrongdoing, the language alone makes the story feel explosive. That is why people are watching closely. Because the Kardashians, not just celebrities anymore, they are a billion-dollar brand ecosystem. SKIMS is not just shapewear, it is a global business. Kim is not just a reality star. She is a businesswoman, influencer, legal reform advocate, and troll power player. Kris Jenner is not just a mom. She is seen by many as one of the most powerful managers in entertainment history. So if their names get linked to federal speculation, even through rumor, instantly becomes a massive story, but where it gets messy. Ray J has also been criticized as unreliable by some people online, argue that he has personal history with Kim and Kris, so maybe he has his own reasons for speaking out. Others say he has been warning people for years, and that maybe the public ignored him because the Kardashian brand is too powerful. That is the debate. Is Ray J exposing some real? Or is this another celebrity feud being blown out of proportion? The internet is split. Some people think Ray J is bitter. Some think he is finally telling the truth. Some think the SKIMS shipment controversy is unrelated. Others believe it is the first crack in a much bigger wall. But one thing is undeniable. The story has people watching, and the more fans started digging, the more old connections began resurfacing. Because the SKIMS shipment was only the beginning. Because when people started digging into Kim's past connections, one name kept coming up again and again. Part 2. Now this is where things get even darker, because once fans started looking beyond the SKIMS controversy, they began revisiting Kim Kardashian's reported connection to Malaysian businessman Joe Lo, also known as Joe Lo. And this part of the story is what made people stop scrolling. According to reports mentioned in the transcript, Kim was allegedly questioned by FBI agents in relation to her past friendship with Joe Lo. Lo has been widely reported as a fugitive connected to the massive 1MDB scandal, where billions of dollars were allegedly stolen from a Malaysian state fund. Now again, Kim was not accused in the transcript of stealing that money. She was reportedly questioned because of her past interactions with him, but the details still shocking. Because Joe Lo was not just some businessman quietly moving in the background. He was reportedly known for living an insanely lavish lifestyle, spending enormous amounts of money, partying with major celebrities, and surrounding himself with A-list names. The transcript mentions celebrities like Paris Hilton, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx, and others being connected to that high-spending social circle. And this is where the internet started saying, hold on, how deep did this go? Because fans are now revisiting old stories about how Joe Lo allegedly used money, gifts, and access to build relationships with powerful and famous people. And Kim's name being part of that conversation instantly became fuel for speculation. According to the transcript, FBI-related reports claimed Kim was questioned about a night in Las Vegas, where she was allegedly with Joe Lo and others in a private casino room. The story goes that they were gambling late into the night, and Kim reportedly stayed because she had heard that Lo sometimes gave people casino chips at the end of the night. Then, according to the claims, Lo allegedly won big, and Kim reportedly walked away with hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's the part that made people's jaws drop. The transcript claims that Kim allegedly cashed out the chips and left with a trash bag full of cash. Not a wire transfer, not business payment, not a normal celebrity gift bag, a literal trash bag, reportedly filled with cash. That visual alone was enough for the internet to go wild, because fans immediately started asking, why would someone give Kim Kardashian that much cash? Now, to be fair, receiving money from someone does not automatically mean a crime was committed. Celebrities receive gifts all the time. Rich people gamble. Wild Vegas stories happen. And the transcript does not prove Kim knew anything illegal about the source of the money at that time. But what people don't realize is that the optics are messy. A billionaire-level celebrity figure allegedly receiving huge cash gifts from a man later accused of massive financial crimes. Exactly the kind of story that makes people suspicious. And once fans connected this to the SKIMS situation, the theories exploded. Then came the claims about more gifts. The transcript alleges that Kim reportedly received additional money from Lowe, including $100,000 and $35,000 in cash. It claims she allegedly used money connected to Lowe to buy a white Ferrari, later selling it and buying a Lamborghini in Kris Humphrey's name. Again, these are claims from the transcript and must be treated carefully. But in viral commentary terms, fans are looking at all of this and saying, this does not look clean. And then people brought up Miranda Kerr. According to reports referenced in the transcript, Miranda Kerr reportedly handed over millions of dollars in jewelry that she allegedly received from Joe Lowe. That situation gave fans another comparison point. Because if another celebrity had to return luxury gifts connected to Lowe, people started wondering whether Kim's alleged cash gifts could become part of a bigger conversation too. Now this is where the public suspicion gets intense. Fans are not just looking at one incident. They are connecting old scandals, old money stories, old celebrity friendships, and current legal-style controversies into one massive theory. That is how internet investigations work. Sometimes they uncover real patterns. Sometimes they create connections that are not proven. But either way, the conversation becomes impossible to ignore. And then Ray's name comes back into the picture. Because Ray J has made serious allegations about Kim and Kris before. He has claimed that the infamous tape situation was not what the public was told. According to Ray J, Kris Jenner allegedly had more involvement than fans originally believed. He claimed that signatures were allegedly forged and that Kris allegedly watched and selected which tape would be released. These are Ray J's claims, and they have not been proven in court in the way internet users often present them. But they have absolutely shaped the public debate. Because for years, the Kardashian brand has been built on one central question. Was Kim's rise to fame accidental or carefully controlled? Fans who believe Ray J think the tape was allegedly part of a calculated strategy. Fans who defend Kim say Ray J is rewriting history and trying to damage her image. But where it gets messy. If people already believe the Kardashian machine is capable of controlling narratives, then every new scandal becomes part of that larger belief system. The tape controversy becomes the origin story. The Joe Lowe connection becomes the money mystery. The SKIMS shipment becomes the new legal scare. The tax and SEC settlements become evidence of messy business decisions. And Ray J's RICO claim becomes the final spark. Now, this does not prove anything, but it definitely raised eyebrows. Because when fans see repeated controversies involving money, influence, and legal headlines, they start asking whether there is a bigger pattern. The phrase Kardashian machine keeps coming up because critics believe the family has mastered the art of turning scandal into business. A breakup becomes a storyline. A lawsuit becomes publicity. A feud is ratings. A controversy becomes a product launch. And somehow, the brand always survives. But the question fans are asking now is different. Can the Kardashian machine survive federal-style speculation? Because celebrity gossip is one thing. Legal investigations are another. And that is why Ray J's comments hit so hard. When he says, the feds are coming, fans do not hear normal drama. They hear a warning. They hear a possible downfall. They hear the beginning of something bigger. Even if nothing happens, the damage to public perception may already be happening. Because the internet loves a rise and fall story. And Kim Kardashian is one of the most famous examples of someone who rose from scandal and turned it into empire. So now people are wondering if scandal could also be the thing that threatens that empire. And just when people thought this was only about old Hollywood rumors, Kim's recent legal issues started resurfacing. And suddenly, the entire internet wondered one question. Are the feds really watching? Part 3. Now let's be clear. None of this proves Kim Kardashian was involved in anything criminal, but the reason fans are paying attention is because the pattern looks messy. And in the world of celebrity commentary, messy patterns become viral stories fast. According to the transcript, Kim and SKIMS recently faced a New Jersey consumer fraud investigation involving sales tax. The claim is that SKIMS improperly collected sales tax on certain tax-exempt clothing items between 2019 and 2024, leading to a civil penalty. That is not the same thing as a criminal conviction, but to fans already watching the larger controversy, it added another piece to the puzzle. Because when people hear consumer fraud investigation, civil penalty, and sales tax, they do not always separate legal categories. They just see another headline attached to Kim's business empire. Then there was the SEC crypto promotion settlement. Kim previously agreed to pay a major settlement after being accused by the SEC of failing to disclose that she was paid to promote a cryptocurrency on Instagram. Again, settlement does not mean the same thing as admitting every accusation in the way fans may frame it online, but the public reaction, because people felt Kim used her influence to promote something without being transparent enough. And this is the part nobody is talking about. Kim's power is also her biggest risk. When you have hundreds of millions of followers, every post can move money. Every brand deal can influence people. Every product can become a financial decision for fans. So when legal issues happen around taxes, crypto, or consumer claims, the backlash feels personal to the public. Fans start saying, "You already have so much money. Why are there still these problems?" That is why the SEC settlement stayed in people's minds. It made some fans feel like Kim's brand was not just glamorous, it was also potentially careless with influence. And now, with the SKIMS shipment allegation entering the conversation, the situation looks even more dramatic online. According to the transcript, a truck driver was reportedly sentenced after transporting millions of dollars worth of illegal substances inside a shipment involving SKIMS products. Again, this does not prove Kim or SKIMS anything about it, but fans do not just react to legal fact, they to optics. And optics are explosive. A global celebrity brand shipment. Ray J talking about federal attention. Old FBI questioning reports resurfacing. Money stories involving Joe Low, tax and SEC settlements. Kris Jenner allegations. And comparisons to Diddy-style raid. That combination is exactly why the internet is losing it. Ray J's worse than Diddy claim especially made people spiral. Because after the public saw major celebrities face serious investigations and raids, fans became obsessed with the idea that Hollywood's hidden secrets might be getting exposed one by one. So when Ray J made that comparison, viewers immediately interpreted it as a warning that the Kardashian empire could allegedly face a similar public reckoning. Now, actually happening. There is no confirmed proof from the transcript that Kim or Kris are about to be raided. There is no confirmed proof here that they are facing RICO charges. There is no confirmed proof that Kim was involved in the SKIMS shipment controversy, but the speculation is powerful because it fits into a narrative people already believe. The narrative is this: the Kardashians have been untouchable for too long. They have controlled too many headlines. They have survived too many scandals. And now, fans are wondering if the shield is finally cracking. On X, according to the transcript, some users reacted by saying Ray J's comments should not be ignored. Others pushed much darker theories about the family being connected to bigger networks. Some of those claims are extremely serious and remain unproven, so they should be treated as speculation, not fact. But the emotional reaction is real. People are tired celebrity privilege. They are tired of billionaires appearing above consequences. They are tired of watching regular people face harsh punishment, while powerful figures seem to settle, rebrand, and move on. That's why this story is getting attention. It is just about Kim. It is about the public's frustration with fame, money, and accountability. And that is why Kris Jenner is such a major part of the conversation. For years, Kris has been seen as the mastermind behind the Kardashian brand. Call her a genius, a manager, a media strategist, and sometimes, in a darker tone, the person who allegedly knows how to make any scandal disappear. Whenever controversy hits the family, People joke that Kris is already on the phone, fixing the headline, changing the narrative, dropping a distraction, launching a new campaign. But this scandal feels different to fans because it involves claims that may be harder to spin. You can spin a breakup. You can spin a fashion fail. You can spin a feud. But if the internet believes federal agencies are paying attention, that becomes a whole different level of damage. And even if nothing criminal comes from this, the brand image could still take a hit. SKIMS depends on trust. Kim's legal advocacy image depends on credibility. The Kardashian empire depends on control. And right now, fans feel like the story is slipping out of their control. That is why every old clip matters. Every Ray J interview gets reposted. Every Joe Low article gets revisited. Every legal settlement gets brought back. Every shipment headline becomes part of a bigger theory. And the more people talk, the more the story grows. But here is the real question. Is this a genuine legal storm forming behind the scenes? Or is this just the internet turning separate incidents into one giant conspiracy? Because both things can be true at once. Kim can have messy legal headlines without being guilty of a larger crime. Ray J can have personal reasons for speaking out while still raising questions people want answered. SKIMS can be connected to a shipment headline without the brand being knowingly involved. Fans can be suspicious without having proof. That is why the story is so addictive. There are old receipts. There are viral claims. There are legal settlements. But there is still no confirmed smoking gun proving the wildest theories. And that uncertainty is exactly what keeps viewers watching. Because everybody wants to know what happens next. Will Ray J reveal more? Will Kris ignore it and let the machine keep moving? Will SKIMS distance itself from the shipment controversy? Will fans uncover more old connections? Or will this all fade away like another internet storm? The downfall might be closer than anyone expected, or the Kardashian empire might once again survive the chaos and come out even stronger. But the internet is not letting this go. And if more details come out, this could become one of the biggest Kardashian controversies in years. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Ray J is exposing something real? Or is this just another celebrity feud being blown out of proportion? Do you think the SKIMS controversy is just bad luck? Or do fans have a reason to be suspicious? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story is only getting crazier. And make sure you subscribe because if more details come out, you already know we're breaking it all down right here.